So that brings us to the second step. And here, if you avoid the second step, this is why most people fail at achieving their goals. They set a goal, and as you work harder to achieve that goal, your internal programming kicks back. So the harder you're trying to propel forward, if you have those beliefs in there that you're not good enough, that's going to fight back even more. And now you've got this friction. So it's like you've got one foot on the gas, one foot on the brakes. You're not really going to go far, right? If anywhere at all. And it's going to be a lot of effort. So the second step is clear. We need to clear away the past limiting beliefs, right? Our past conditioning, as well as our current conditioning. So what's currently in our surroundings that is programming us to stay where we are, programming us to fail, to feel unworthy, right? We need to look at those two things, the past and the present, and clear those things away and rewire them in order to move forward. And if you don't do that, like I said, you're going to be stuck in that rut and draining your energy. And, you're going to end up in the same place that you are, which is frustrated, overwhelmed, and unfulfilled.
You don't want that. No, and I love it. I really love that you gave this section the title Clear. I think that's really beautiful. And so you've made it clear, and it seems, okay, sure, I'm just going to clear it up. I'm going to clear up the past and the present. And you and I both know it's a lot easier said than done. And of course, that's why the opportunity to do some clinical hypnotherapy becomes really powerful to make rapid shifts. Yet again, let's say I can't get to you, right? I'm not working with a hypnotherapist. What is just a simple thing? Is there a simple thing, a simple tool, a simple practice that you recommend to your clients that can put them on that path of clearing?
Yeah, actually. And let's say that you're not working with me and you want something to start today. The first thing you can do is get out a pen and paper and first write out your goals, and then write up the doubts that are coming up in your mind. It's like, oh, I can't have that. I'm not good enough. Write that out. And then you want to start to question that. So too often we question our dreams, right? And our desires, but we don't question our doubts and our fears. So that's like the simple little switch that we need to do. We need to rewire that. Why do we question our greatness instead of questioning our doubts, instead of questioning our limitations? We just need to switch that questioning, because your mind is naturally going to question things. This is how it works. But you can consciously make the switch and use this to your advantage. And you can switch that questioning to, wait a minute, who said I can't have it? Where did that belief come from? Mm-hmm. You know what? 9 times out of 10, that belief's not even your own. It's something you heard when you were younger. And it's probably something you heard from an authority figure. It could be your parents, your teacher, someone that you looked up to, where their limitations, just like our genetics, their limitations, their beliefs get passed down to us.
Yeah.
So we can't change our genetics necessarily, but we can change our beliefs, and we can decide, that pattern stops with me. I'm not handing that down in future generations.
And what's really powerful about this is I do want to be very clear. So from a genetic standpoint, your genetics are your blueprint of potential. And so only about 25% of what's in your code is hardwired in, like the color of your eyes and your bone structure. Yet up to 75 to 80% of what is in your code is pure potential. And that potential is what is expressed or repressed, turned on or off, if you will, by the inputs into the system. And inputs are definitely going to be thoughts and habits formed by beliefs. It's going to be food. It's going to be air. It's going to be sleep. It's going to be products that we put on our skin. It's all of it. So there's a myriad of inputs that are constantly informing your genetic code and your genetic potential. I'm 100% with you. Beliefs are one of the fastest ways. And to your point, is that these limiting beliefs absolutely get passed forward through epigenetic markers, because genetic transformation cannot happen one generation after another. Epigenetic changes to the genome happen generationally. So mom's stress is your stress. Grandpa's stress is your stress. Their limiting beliefs got encoded. And so what happens, it doesn't mean that, oh, well, it sucks to be you, you're stuck with it, I think the most empowering thing, what I love the most about the work I do myself through epigenetics as just an educational leader and, a doc and a coach with my clients, is realizing and helping people to realize you can 100% break these transgenerational bonds. You can immediately rewrite the script, erase old marks, lay in new ones on your genetic code for future generations. So by doing each and every one of us is the you I'm speaking to. By being bold and courageous and willing to do the work now for yourself, you truly are liberating your entire ancestral line. And that gets into quantum physics and all sorts of other things where we can get really deep with how this change actually occurs. But it's one of the most powerful things that you can do. And so I want to really applaud you. I love that it is like, why do we question our greatness versus question our doubts and our limitations? Like, we're so quick to believe I can't do it. And yet I want to. Wait, are you sure? Like, that's a great point you made. I wrote it down because that's going to be like a little shareable moment with this episode. I love it.